We let the administration know what student athletes are really thinking, what we think is important, what we don't think is important. And being that mediator between the two parties, it's very important, because if the athletes aren't represented in a right way, then who will represent us as student athletes? My head coach, Coach Larry Coker, I mean, he does a really good job of providing us opportunities to come in and speak to him. How can we better improve our school, better improve the football program? And he has a great open door policy that he wants his football players to come in and talk to him. And for me, I look up to him, and for many reasons, obviously, but I respect the guy because he's open for suggestions, and he knows that this world is changing, and technology and things of that nature, and he's not afraid to change along with it. Started 3 years ago. We opened up first game. We had 56,000 people in the stands, and if you would have told me that I was going to be scoring the first touchdown, then I would have said that you're crazy, but for some reason it turned out to be that way. And just hearing the stadium go crazy, seeing the sidelines go crazy, my teammates, I think that's going to be the most memorable moment that I ever have. We have our locker room downstairs by the weight room, and that's where all the football guys, we go hang out and bond a little bit, so I would say that. Dr. Cook, because he helped me with my anatomy class that I took, and he's opened a lot of doors for me in the process. We ask all of our teams that travel, go to hotels, whoever doesn't use the soaps that the hotel provides, that we ask that they bring them back. We have a bin in the study hall and at the athletic offices, and we go ahead and just place them in there. And once the bin gets full at the end of the season, then we go ahead and donate it to the homeless shelters and the women's shelters. And I think it's one of those things where people don't think about those things that you leave around in the hotels, but I mean, they can go a long way for someone that doesn't have it. I've gotten to Facebook and Twitter, and I kind of stay on Facebook because all my high school friends are on there, and I went to Twitter because all my teammates went on it, and no one was on Facebook anymore, so I had to communicate with them somehow, but I've grown addicted to both. The North Texas food drive, or the food bank, because I mean, it was just so fun having the competition with the girls. We got cheated, but I think the bigger picture was what we accomplished, and how many meals that we provided, how many families that we fed, and I mean, it was just a humbling experience going in there and seeing how much work it does take to do that. Hey, I'm Eric Soza from UTSA Football, and you're watching the CUSA Digital Network.